Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Aquarius for the week of January 9th, 2023. I'm sorry, I checked out. I came back. Hi. It was beautiful, like the ride. You should have been there. It was like all like colors and rainbows, and I was just like, So anyways, show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. My notes are just please, so I can help inform the world on what is going on with the stars. Alrighty. So anyways, so this week, let me see, the Lilith moon till October 23rd, 2023 will be transiting your 7th house of relationships. Then we got Juno coming in here in your 3rd house. So for some of you, what does this mean in regards to love? Let's get into it. You could meet your soulmate during this time period, okay? Or another soulmate or your other half. Whoever this person is, this is going to be an intense relationship, okay? And this is going to be around where you live, okay? So this is not going to be somebody far away. This is going to be like somebody in your neighborhood or close to it, alrighty? This is also going to be a serious relationship. So you could find yourself, I would like literally look at, this could be not an Aries, but this is definitely going to be a fire sign, possibly a Leo, or their north node is going to be in Leo, or they're going to have like a lot of planets in Leo, or they're going to be a Leo rising, okay? Or a sun in Leo, alrighty? Yeah, so know that. So, and let me see what else did I write. So Leo, in the Lilith moon in Leo in the 7th house, realize it or not, you have a dark side of your nature, which we all do, in that you never are satisfied when it comes to your major relationships. Alrighty, so for some of you here, it could be a situation where you could be leaving a serious, like I've been saying, long-term relationship. For some of you, not all of you, just depends what's going on in your natal chart and where you're rising. Like if your natal chart is, it just depends what your rising is, okay? So if you're like an Aquarius rising or first house in Aquarius, sun in Aquarius in the 1st house, yeah, you guys, you're leaving a major serious relationship. So check out Astro Theme, or you can ask me to help you. I can send you over your natal chart and you can look at it and I can help you with it. Alrighty. So what's going to happen here? These major relationships does not necessarily have to be love relationships. Could be leaving your life at this time. So you could have a nasty falling out with a best friend in your life. Okay, that you've been like technically on some kind of spiritual level married to for like I have my eldest relationship is with my best friend Marvin, and we have been spiritually married for he's gay, for over 30 something years. I mean, seriously, like when we were in our 20s, especially our late 20s, we were going to marry each other, even though he was super gay, never been with a girl, but we were going to marry each other and then make a couple babies and then have like a weird open relationship. That was our plan. It never happened, but he's still in my life, and I think it's funny because his husband acts so much like me and is like and I'm like, Marvin, do you realize you married me? And he's like, I realize that. So yes, he's such a lively person. I love him. I love them both. So it's gonna be, but those major relationships in your life are going to be leaving your life. Okay, for whatever reason, God forbid. All right. For some of you, it could be a marriage leaving your life at this time. So like I said before, 1st house in Aquarius, sun in Aquarius, Aquarius rising. So check out again Astro Theme to see if that's going to affect you. So it is possible that you don't wish to marry because you can't find someone that measures up. For others of you, it could be a situation where you don't want to be lonely, so you just go straight into a relationship. For others of you, it's going to be a situation where like you're going through your Saturn in Aquarius at this time, your Saturn return, and you need a place to live, and then you kind of like end up in this relationship with this other person, and this other person takes you in, and next thing you know, you're living with that person. Yes, it could be that kind of situation going on. So we can see that happening. It happens, okay? and then this person ends up taking care of you, but you don't got no feelings for this person or anything like that. You know, you just kind of like, okay, well, you know, just wanting to use them for their house, you know, that kind of situation. For some of you, you may make a commitment only to complain incessantly about the less than perfect person. But you know what? If you tell this person what you want, sometimes, depends who you're talking to, sometimes they will change for you. Okay, like if you say, I don't like beards, it don't turn me on, okay, then the person will shave, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So you can always say what you want in the partner, but definitely ending of relationships can be happening at this time. You find it difficult to be satisfied in committed relationships because all of you see the dark side of your spouse, so you're very critical at this time of your spouse. So know that, you know, really on a spiritual level, it's not that you're critical, it's just that your soul sees improvements in where they can improve upon. But at the same time, you better be doing that walk and walking that talk. So it's kind of like, you know, if you're like 600 pounds and your husband's 600 pounds and it's like, you need to lose weight. And it's like, hello, don't you think you need to do the same thing? It's like, hello, you get it? It's like if you a bitch and he a bitch and you calling him a bitch, then maybe you should change your attitude too. So before you go changing people, check yourself first before you go changing other people. Okay, so don't be all like, you know, you cute and stuff like that. Alrighty, because I always see things that I can improve upon about myself, and I focus on myself and what I can change. Alrighty, so you can find it difficult to be satisfied in committed relationships at this time. The problem is that you're not seeing things clearly at this time, so you may need to get like therapy or marriage therapy or counseling at this time. It's likely that the intimacy is demanding by the marriage and is triggering a subconscious memory of a parent. Maybe you feel oppressed, because I know like with my ex-husband, like once he started telling me, like he would just constantly antagonize me. So, and even his brother saw that too. So that's why I left, because I was being constantly antagonized by somebody, and I didn't like that, you know. So, and it reminded me a lot of my mother. So that's where I got that trigger from, and I was like, ooh, he acting a lot like my mother. So that's why he left. Okay. So, but you know, it could be like something like that, where it's like you feel oppressed because maybe a mother was oppressive with you, so you feel oppressed in the relationship. Alrighty. And you need to tell them about giving you your space. Once you have acknowledged this reality, then you start to break free and find a loving and rewarding bond. Okay, so it's all about what's going on with your natal chart and how you react to relationships in general. Okay, sometimes it's something that we need to work on, you know. Tuesday, love relationships can stir up a lot of emotion and confusion at this time. You may discover a part of yourself that wants something different from what you presently are receiving from your intimate involvements. Events which occur now tend to be highlighted or bring up unresolved and somewhat painful issues in your relationship. Reviewing the past may help you clarify any unhealthy patterns you may be consciously repeating. Healing, growth, or change will depend much on whether your mate or your partner responds to your needs or how highly they regard your feelings and perspectives. Venus is semi-squaring Neptune in the first and second house. You can have lessons with your giving energy, so careful how much you do for others, because you may want them to acknowledge your good, or you may not be getting your thank you this week. You can be dealing with a group or organization at this time, or at work, or dealing with kids at school, and you could feel like socially awkward at this time, or you could be dealing with a Libra or a Libra rising or a Sun in Libra, and you could be dealing with somebody that is really going to make you feel like damn awkward, like you just a seal amongst penguins. It's gonna be like, damn, I do not fit in, you know. And it's just because this person, because you know you're an Aquarius, you're gonna do whatever it is that Aquarius do. You're gonna stick out like a damn sore thumb and be proud of that shit too. Okay, but this bitchy little Libra, I love Libras, but at the same time, I have like a lot of Libra clients, so I can't. But you know what? No. Yes, I can, because I let them have it sometimes. Because sometimes, this is the part I hate about Libras, is that they're judgy as hell. They are judgy as hell. And they make it known too. It's not like it's not even discreet. It's so not even discreet. It's so freaking obvious that this person got a problem with you. It's like, wow. It's like, wow, we not gonna like let it be known. We gonna like put like a big giant rainbow on you with a like a bow around your neck and tighten it really tight. So at this time, just be aware that there's nothing you could do about changing somebody's opinion. You could try to fit in, easier said than done, or you could just like kind of like do your own thing and just not worry about it, and just remember, I'm an adult. That's what I do sometimes. I'm an adult. This person's a freaking child. I'm an adult. Okay, because we're supposed to learn to just be rising above our consciousness, and that's where that person's consciousness is. Okay, so sometimes we just have to be super comfortable in our own skin and not give a crap about what other people think of us. Alrighty, so yeah, Wednesday, this may be a signal, the beginning of a business project that has great potential for success, or you may be disassembling a project that has outlived its purpose. This may be a good time to talk with someone older or an expert you trust rather than holding in your feelings. In the physical work or activities, you may have a tendency to push harder than you should. This may manifest literally as pushing against someone or something that does not yield, or by working and not taking care of your body. Stay as calm and collected as you can, and you'll experience more productive results. You're apt to have sudden intuition and erratic burst of insight and get excited over ideas and concepts which present themselves to you. However, you need to avoid jumping to conclusions or acting too quickly on ideas without adequate considering or testing them. Speed is a trap for you now. If you slow your pace and do not get too tense or ungrounded, at least for a few of the concepts or intuitions are apt to be fruitful. Insomnia can be a bit of a problem for you now. It is for me. I don't blame you. Arrows at this time goes direct in your third house of communications. So for some of you, this could be a great time for business picking up. This could be a better time for you with dealing with other people. You can still be accident prone, so don't go testing the energies. Stay on the right side of the law. Cock those damn brains before you shoot that damn mouth off. At this time, this can be a busy time period for you with career. This is a beautiful time with career growth. You can be more out and about than usual. You still want to cock those brains before you shoot that damn mouth off, but at least you're assertive. At least you are feeling confident within yourself at this time, and you're able to take on the demands of work. This can be a busy time period for you where you have like a real routine and you have no time for depression or anything like that. You may have no time for sleep, because it's going to be that busy. All right. So that's where the insomnia may kick in. All righty. I feel like you can be straightforward and honest in your feelings. You have great insight into situations. You could be a great problem solver. Arrows is direct. So at this time, again, you can be fighting with live-in relationships and not getting along with children at this time. If your children have learning disabilities, like during the beginning of the school year or towards the end of last year, this time around, they could start doing better in school. With this energy, school could be starting to get easier for them, or they could start getting into like a little bit of a groove with their emotional self, and emotionally they could start calming down now because it's not in retrograde. When the planets are in retrograde in your third house and you have kids, normally that deals with your children, and that means that you're going to have to be like kind of hands-on with them and dealing with like any kind of learning disabilities that they have. So now you don't got to be so hands-on. So maybe they're, if they have like ADD or anything like that. My son has ADHD. So he, so whenever like Jupiter is in retrograde in his chart, he kind of gets like, his Sagittarius is retrograde, so and was badly aspected, he gets like really bad learning disabilities and stuff like that. So it could be like a time when it's like simmering down with this energy. They can be a bit more quiet, less domineering, less belligerent. At this time, or less argumentative with this energy. You can still be accident prone with this energy, so don't, And others may complain that you aren't also being a team player at this time as well. So be careful how you interact with other people this week. And again, you could be getting picked on by a Libra as well. Alrighty. The first card I come up with is the Knight of Swords. Again, arrows goes direct this week, so this could be a very busy week for you. Lots going on. career popping. Love relationships, not so much. The Justice card, major decisions are coming up. For some of you, you could be going to court this week with this energy. For others of you, you have something heavy on your mind. You could be dealing that with somebody with a Leo or a fire sign in your life that's kind of stuck in their ways of thinking with this energy. But you have a lot of influence over other people with this energy. For some of you, if you get a chance to do like those court things where you get to talk and stuff like that, and I don't know the legal mumbo jumbo terms, but you know, you have like a lot of influence, so you know they're going to take a lot of what you say into consideration at this time. So for some of you, this could be a positive time for court. The Four of Coins, you can be more about your stability, or it could be like finally somebody listening to me, finally somebody's hearing what I'm saying, is what I'm picking up as I connect with this energy. As well, the Judgment card, court. Okay, certain things can also be out of your control during this time period as well with this energy, or you really do have something heavy on your mind, so you may not do anything about it anytime soon. Okay, this is not the best time to go suing anybody or going to court, so you may want to wait till after Mercury goes direct. I'm waiting for the 29th to do anything with the courts. The Knight of Wands with the King of Wands, there's a significant age difference between you and somebody else in your life. Either they're 6 to 8 years or 8 to 10 years older than you, or you could be getting into some kind of like freedom versus nurture kind of situation with relationships during this time period as well. I feel for some of you, this could be dealing with an international lawyer or activism at this time with this energy as well. New beginnings, new people coming into your life. Your perspective and attitude is going to be changing as well with this energy. This could be getting more clarity onto a situation. For some of you, it looks like the cards are focusing on the law this week. So be on the right side of the law at this time with this energy. You could also be fighting for your rights. With this energy, I feel like be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You're moving on to the right path at this time, but there's a lot of focus on the law. So for some of you, you can have court this week as well, alrighty? So, but I feel like they'll hear you out, and I feel like it'll give you stability, that they're taking things that you want into consideration, or court could be looking a little bit up for you at this time, and they're really hearing you, or this could be second chances happening as well. Okay, so that can be going on during this time period. The Five of Swords deals with bullying, gossiping. I would stay away from negative people at this time. Like I said, you know, somebody, you know, Libra could be trying to just like kick you out of a group or make you feel really uncomfortable. Not the time for wanting revenge on people. I would keep the thoughts really positive during this time period. Ooh, you may not get any support from family during this time period as well with this energy. So a lot of things you can't rely on other people for, and you may have to be off on your own, doing your own thing at this time and kind of figuring things out on your own with this energy. So you may not have the support of other people. You could be fighting with a bunch of people too, and that's why you don't have the support of a lot of people around you during this time period. Okay, the High Priestess card, trust your intuition during this time. All right. The Six of Wands, I feel like this is optimistic energy, some much needed good news. The Eight of Coins, obsessive thinking. For some of you, you could be working overtime. This can be a busy week for you this week as well. The Four of Cups, contemplation, meditation, kind of going more with the flow, working home, focusing more on yourself with this energy. Your spirit guides also are talking to you during this time period as well. So pay attention to your dreams at this time, because they could be, spirit world could be bringing about messages to you here with this energy. The Star card, manifesting what you want at this time. Luck is definitely running on your side this week. Just don't push it. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. The Hierophant card, I feel at this time, this is a time of reflection. This is a time for you to go within with this energy. I feel for some of you, you could be reevaluating your affiliation with a group with this energy, or for others of you, you benefit through a group with this energy as well. The Empress card, a lot of major arcane cards towards the end of the week here. For some of you, you do benefit through the women in your life. with this energy, and this could be the women in your life taking care of you or investing their time and energy, or you could be just looking for them to like literally take care of you and kind of mother you right now, because maybe you're going through it at this time with this energy as well. So that could be happening for you this week. The 10 of Cups, your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing. I feel like better times are coming up for you this week. So this is a happy energy time for you, despite whatever you're going through emotionally with the Lilith moon in your 7th house. But I do feel like happier times are ahead. For some of you, you can be more about politics or care more about politics with these energies. The Tower card, change is happening for you. Fate is intervening at this time. So whatever fate may bring, expect the unexpected with this time. This could be a time of destiny for some of you with this energy. A move happening, traveling coming up with this energy. For some of you, certain things could be a little bit unfair, or you could be dealing with corruption at work. There could be an audit going on at work at this time as well. A lot of truth can be revealed during this time period with this energy is what I'm seeing. I feel like for some of you, this could be delving into your spirituality. The 5 of Cups, for some of you, you can be going through it emotionally at this time. So try to go more with the flow. Alrighty. Be careful with your emotional self during this time period. So everything has to happen for a reason during this time. This is not the time to get snarky. You know, you could be affected by arrows going direct, or the Lilith moon in your 7th house, because ego tends to reign supreme at this time. You could feel like, you know, Lilith moon in Leo basically means I give and give and give, but I get nothing in return. So maybe you need to stop doing a lot for a lot of people at this time and be more about you. Okay? Don't talk about your good that's coming in during this time period. You could be reevaluating your relationships with other people. So Lilith moon in your 7th house this week. All right? So certain people, you know, you may not be feeling the same way about certain people during this time period as well. Alrighty, so it could be, first check with you first, make sure it's not you, and because things are not going your way in life right now, and you kind of like looking at your partner and kind of like blaming your partner for your good not happening. Okay, so don't go blaming people for things that are not in their control and not their drama. Alrighty, so just kind of like acknowledge that. All right, there is cynicism. You are cynical at this time because you are frustrated by things not going your way. So that's keeping you away from your happiness. So you need to find freedom in your situation. You need to find the positive in your situation during this time period. I do see you being bullied at this time as well. So it may not be the easiest time for some of you. Alrighty. So I don't blame you, but still, we could always delve into prayer consciousness, you know, and we can always ask God for help and stuff like that and cling to our angels. I know I do. My goodness. The Page of Wands. I see new beginnings coming up for you as well. You could be very original or revolutionary in your way of thinking during this time period. Okay. For some of you, this is work smarter, not harder. Ooh, certain things are coming in at this time very quickly for you. So this could be getting a loan and then having to move very quickly. This could be for some of you in the cities like Los Angeles or New York. This could be getting the lottery for a home at this time, and you could be getting like that rental home thing. So this could be like, and it can happen very quickly. For some of you, this could be getting a loan and then having to move very quickly. The 3 of Coins, you are really more concerned about what other people think of you at this time, and you move when other people tell you to move. They control the neck and they tell the head whatever it is they want it to do. I see you happy on an emotional level and a financial level this week as well with this energy. The Emperor card, soulmate coming in. Maybe a little bit, but just like really, really a little bit. Okay. But I do see that happening during this time period for you. And I do feel like you could be put in more in a leadership position this week. I do feel like you are dealing with somebody that's stubborn and stuck in their ways of thinking. Time for destiny. I feel like a lot of your prayers are going to be answered during this time period. So it's a great time to delve into prayer consciousness. Again, emphasis on a time for destiny with this energy. Ooh, lots of thoughts of future coming up at this time. And the 4 of Wands. I feel like for some of you here, you're dealing with somebody that is emotionally unavailable, or this is somebody that's married that you could be crushing on at this time with this energy. I love you, my airbenders. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.